What's going on, people? It's your boy Infrared. Welcome to the Scott Report, and I'm bringing you a manga review of Bleach, chapter 665. Are you ready? Bankai hype. Bankai hype. Urahara going into Bankai against Askin. Man, this was a good chapter. It was a quick chapter like all Bleach chapters usually are. It was a good chapter nonetheless, as we get right back to the battle of Urahara and Askin. We start off right out the back with Urahara savagely calling out his Bankai. Even the way he calls his Bankai is savage. And his Bankai, Benihime, or as he calls it now, Kanon Biraki Benihime Aratami. Kanon Biraki loosely translates to split from the center. So, at least from the source that I read it on, it says called split from the center. And you gotta love Urahara for that. Next to Aizen, he's my favorite character in Bleach right now. And Bleach has a tendency to make characters reveal their abilities before they get the chance to use it. Of course, Askin asked Urahara what his Bankai can do, but he's a beast. He's a savage. He's a genius. He's like, what? No, I'm not telling you what my Bankai is. Are you kidding me? This is a genius. This is Urahara. You think he's gonna show you his cards like that? You know, that's one thing that kind of irritates me about Bleach is how people will just go into monologues explaining what their abilities can do. This is probably the first time where somebody flat out said, no, I'm not showing you what I can do with this. Urahara even said, that's more of a second date question. I'm not going to reveal my ability to you. But getting back to the fight, again, Asking Urahara what his Bankai can do. And he reveals that this is the first time that he's used his Bankai in front of somebody. I mean, come on. We know that Urahara probably knows how to use his Bankai to a T. He's a master at it. Again, on the brain level, on the skill level, I think the only person that can touch this dude if he really wanted to was Aizen. So his Bankai is pretty interesting. He can use his Bankai to reconstruct anything, if I'm understanding it correctly. So it seems to me like his Bankai is kind of like the Bleach version of Law's Room Shambles from One Piece, where he can take things apart and put it back together again. Urahara used this Bankai to fix his eyes that got damaged by Askin last issue. Any wounds on him, he has stitches all around him now from when things have been reconstructed. And he can also use his ability to stretch out to other people because Askin thought that maybe if he gave himself a little bit of distance, he'll be out of the clear, but it wasn't. Benihime was still able to get to him and cause some type of damage. With this ability, he was able to cut Askin from a distance, erect him. Of course, in more ways than one. It's probably something more to it. This is Bleach. More things are always than meets the eye. He probably has some type of second ability that we haven't shown, but for right now, it looks like he can sew things back up and he can cut things from the center, which is the name of his Bankai. Being the mastermind that he is, Askin mentions that inside of this bubble that they're in, it's inescapable, and the poison that's in Urahara right now, Askin's just using it to seep him away slowly. Because he just wants to kind of play with him and kill him at his leisure, which I don't get why he would still be playing around at this point. But Urahara, he's not worried about it. You know, he already had a plan. This is what he does. He was like, yeah, your dome is inescapable, but it's not impenetrable. And there's like little stitches going along, and Urahara actually made a path that's going outside of the dome, showing that something can get in. Even though something can't get out, it looks like something can get in. And right after that panel, boom, you just see a hand come through Askin's chest, pulling out his heart. Heart gets crushed out of nowhere. And it's Bleach. It's Bleach. I'm not going to put too much stake in it. But out of all people, guess who's holding the hand? Or guess who's holding the heart? Everybody's favorite Urahara, Grimmjow. Now, my favorite Urahara is Urahara. For some reason, everybody likes Grimmjow. I guess because he was probably one of the most badass and most noble. But yes, Grimmjow taking out Askin, or at least it seems like it, getting that salty run back from the fight that they had earlier. But it's Bleach. You know, Kubo can come back next week and he'll shit on Urahara and Grimmjow at this point. I hope that's not the case. I really don't. So that was pretty much the end of the chapter. Again, Bleach is really quick. It seems like every chapter of Bleach you read, unless they go into exposition, is only like 5 pages. It seems like the pages are always big and they're always splashed. So that was pretty much it. We got to see Urahara's Bankai in detail. We got to learn a little bit about it, but although I do still think he's holding something back, we got to seemingly defeat a Askin, and we got to return to Grimjow. So let me know what you guys think of that. And that's it. That was the chapter in a nutshell. Holler at me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think Askin's done for, or Kubo shit on him like he always does all his characters when you think they're ahead instead of Ichigo? And even he's been getting wrecked as of late, so you never know. Also, do you think that all is? Do you think that's it for Urahara's Bankai, or do you think he has another ability that we haven't seen yet? I feel like maybe there's a little bit more to it. But yeah, let me know in the comments on what you think. Guys, thank you very much for listening to me today. As I always say, you guys can be on anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. If you like anything I had to say, go ahead and drop a like. If you want to hear more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. I would really appreciate that, as I'll try to bring you something as much as I can. I'm going to try to get a race review out for you guys today if I don't pass out, but I'll definitely have it up for you tomorrow as well. Thank you for joining the Scout Report. See you guys soon.